Welcome to this video on this question from me and Premiere, and this is our final preview episode for season 2 episode 10 titled Once Upon a Time ? So let's begin. Once upon a time is a phrase we all heard countless times before. It's famously known as the starting point of many fairy tales. It typically signals the beginning of a story once set in a far-off land where magical and unexpected events happen. It's a phrase that has the power to immediately transport us to the world of imagination and fantasy. However, in the context of From, this familiar phrase is not as simple as it seems, thanks to the question mark at the end. The addition of this punctuation turns an ordinary straightforward phrase into a question, casting doubt and adding a tone of uncertainty. It's as the show is asking if this is truly a fairy tale. What if the story doesn't follow the expected narrative or the flow? This could imply that the traditional notions of what we can expect in a story, clear heroes and villains, simple morals, and of course happy endings, may not apply here. It suggests that the story of From is far more complex than we imagine, filled with unexpected twists, and maybe even an ending that doesn't fit the conventional happily ever after. The title Once Upon a Time could be challenging our understanding of stories, encouraging us to think more deeply about the characters and their journeys, and to expect the unexpected. Now let's dive into the big mystery in our list, the enigmatic bottle tree. If you remember from season 1 episode 9, we were introduced to this peculiar tree, which has a bunch of bottles with numbers inside. No, this tree is definitely something of significance. Fast forward to our current season and it looks like our bottle tree is back, the tree being added again add to this intriguing element, and it makes us question its role. Of course, this being its connection to the lighthouse. The lighthouse, as we know, has been a significant object, often shrouded in mystery and even fear. We have seen the lighthouse act as a beacon of hope, but how does this tie back to the bottle tree? The numbers inside could be a map, the steps, or even a sequence to unlock something. Another theory is that the bottle tree represents a journey. The term bottle tree is reminiscent of the Bodhi tree, Bodhi, in Buddhism tradition, under which Gautama Buddha attained enlightenment. This could symbolize a journey towards understanding or enlightenment for the characters in the show. The Faraway Tree also acts as a mystical gateway, transporting anyone who knows how to use it to another location entirely. Tabbie's journey to this enchanted tree, initiated by her intense desire to find answers and perhaps even salvation. What will she find when she's there? Well, given From surprises, it could be anything from starting revelations to completely new challenges. If there's one character who has been through a lot lately, it's definitely her. She's been a figure in this whirlwind of a story, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so moving into the preview photos, it's not every day you can see Sara losing control like that.
This girl is crazy.
Which makes it all the more disconcerting. From the photos that we see, she's with Boyd, Kenny, and Sara are in the forest, maybe understanding more of the location where Boyd was back in season 1, going from these photos. She's digging, scared, and then seems to be screaming. This suggests that she may be stumbled upon something significant, perhaps even horrifying. Adding to the mystery is the unsettling image of Sara's nosebleed. As we know, nosebleed are in film and TV are often associated with extreme stress, psychic phenomena, or exposure to something beyond normal human understanding. Could this be the case for Sara? One possible explanation for Sara's nosebleed and emotional state could be the exposure to the mysterious song we heard about before. As we know from previous episodes, this song has a profound, something dangerous effect on those who hear it. Could Sara be its latest victim? The timing, of course, makes sense. And here's the description for episode 10, Once Upon a Time ? Boyd fears he may finally run out of answers as the residents of the town prepare for the end. Tabitha clings to the belief that the children could be the key to their salvation. One character that has caught our eye in the photos is Jade. We have an interesting photo where we see Jade tying a thread to a tree. While this act might appear straightforward at first glance, given the nature of the show, it's possible there's more beneath the surface. The act of tying a thread could be symbolic or practical. It could mean that the thread may represent the threads of the storyline and the mysteries coming together. Jade could be trying to tie up loose ends, or a more practical note, the thread could serve as a breadcrumb trail or a form of marking his route. If he's going deep into the caves, it makes sense. The forest, as we know, has been a backdrop for numerous mysterious occurrences throughout the series, so it's possible that Jade now is undertaking his investigation. Given the upcoming episode titled Once Upon a Time, his actions could be the beginning of a significant fairy tale-like quest, or an adventure that will have far-reaching implications. Considering Jade's intention of finding the key to the symbol, this thread could serve as a vital lifeline. It could guide him back to safety, of course, but also or provide a path for others to follow him into whatever dangers he might face. The children have been significant throughout the show, with a strange look and connection to the supernatural events in the town. Jade's mission to find something that he did not expect has a central role in new mysteries. Jade's conversation with Boyd in the released clip points towards a deeper understanding of their situation. Jade used the metaphor of a jigsaw puzzle to describe their events. They're trying to comprehend a full picture from only a handful of pieces, and not even the helpful ones like the corners or edges. This metaphor can illuminate the meaning behind Jade's actions. The act of tying a thread to a tree is a practical step. Just as one might attempt to find and connect two pieces of a jigsaw puzzle as a starting point, Jade is attempting to create a starting point or reference in his physical environment. His conversation with Boyd also illuminates his determination to figure out the mystery they're all tangled in. After all, he seems to understand that each action, each decision, is another piece of the puzzle that could eventually lead to a complete picture. His decision to find the symbol could be his way of collecting more pieces for his metaphorical jigsaw puzzle, leading him closer to understanding the events happening in the town. He's making an active attempt to create a sense of order or connection, hoping to find a way through the seemingly huge mystery before him. As we follow Jay's journey further into the mysterious caves, the show gives us again a host of cryptic symbols, each one more intriguing than the last. His venture leads him to a remarkable discovery. He finds the missing children in the caves in 7 stones. Caves are often symbolic of the subconscious, making this discovery quite intriguing. The children could represent the innocence lost or the town's future. Their presence in the caves suggests that they're connected to the town's deepest secrets, but how? Now let's dive into the fascinating symbols in their preview photos. We have this double sun symbol. This symbol could mean a lot of concept, but the double sun might imply a parallel universe or a dimension, aligning with theories that the town exists between different realities. It could also be duality, reflecting the town's split between normalcy and supernatural events. If the talisman has been serving as a protective shield, preventing the monsters from entering the house, there could potentially be a shift in its power or how it works. It's possible as the plot continues into season 3 that the talisman's protective properties might go away or become compromised somehow. This could lead to increased danger for the residents and potentially allow the monsters to break through the shield. This could mean that night is day and day is night. Going from the photos, there's 2 suns. We have the talisman 2 suns, and also the kids are in 7 rocks that point towards being a sun. We also see the mysterious red monster. This could be the villain of the show, so let's see what happens. We have a peculiar F. It has 1 extra line, so that could represent a name or a place. Let's see what happens. The 7 stones and the ritual-like formation. As we know, the number 7 often symbolize completeness or perfection in many cultures and religions. So hey, this could be a ritual or a spell of some sort. We also see people in boats and the symbol that Jade has seen. Moving to the last image that we have, and that is Tabbie, a character that has been an interesting part of it throughout the series. We have images of her in the lighthouse, and also in the BTS that was released on MGM Plus. They discuss about building the lighthouse and how it's VFX, but they build it. So hey, I'm so happy that she's gonna be in this location, but the question of course is what she's gonna find. So those are some of the preview images. I cannot wait for episode 10, but what are your thoughts on all the images and the clip that was released and the promo as well? Anyways, my name is Christian from the Premiere, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.